Hello beautiful children, parents and caregivers. It's Mama Sa again from Mama Sa Stories. And tonight I'm going to read you a sweet little book about a pear. And the book's name is The Pear in the Pear Tree. And the book is written by Pamela Allen. The Pear in the Pear Tree. And it's a Puffin book, meaning that's the company that made it, after the lady wrote it and the people illustrated it. Do you remember what illustrator means? Illustrator is the person that draws or paints the pictures. Sometimes they do it with colour pencils and paper or ink or paint. Sometimes they do it on iPads and they do what's called digital art, like me. I do digital art and I do colour pencils and paper. Anyway, this one looks like it was done with, might be digital, can't tell. It's hard to tell sometimes. It's very simple drawings, I love it. When John and Jane went out walking, they were busy talking. Until, "Look," said John, "look up there. I can see a juicy pear." There he is pointing to Jane. They couldn't reach. They had a try. What will they do? It's up too high. They fetched a ladder. "I'm ready," said Jane. "You must hold it steady." So there they are. Jane's going to go up, and because he's stronger apparently, and he's going to hold the ladder still. Good boy, John. But just as Jane was reaching out, poor John let out a warning shout. "Look out!" The ladder leaned and Jane screamed. "Oh, no!" Jane screamed. Look at that. Ooh, that's an O-O-O and a W-W-W-W. Now clinging to the topmost rung, just like a metronome, she swung back and forth and back and forth. She's swinging like a metronome. That's what you used when you want to play the piano and keep your time right. It goes tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock like a clock. Soon John was running very fast to keep Jane upright, but it didn't last. He's running and he's running and he's running and he's running. What do you think is going to happen next? Think she's going to fall? I hope she doesn't skin her knees. I hate it when I skin my knees. Jane, like a fishing lure, that's the thing you put on the end of the fishing line, was cast by John. So he's going to throw her like you'd throw a worm on a fishing line to catch fish. Are you ready? Are you ready? And then what happens? He throws her. She goes flying. And she goes, ooh, splash. A bird was sound asleep that day in a pond not very far away when Jane came hurtling from the sky and landed splosh splosh nearby. That's her splosh sploshing into the pond. That poor duck got a bit of a shock, didn't it? The startled bird got such a scare, she was shot up into the air. She went, ah, ah. Can you do that? Ah, And there's the bird. Booduk, booduk, rolling through the air. But Jane safely landed in the water, which is better than landing on the ground and scraping your knees or breaking your leg or something, right? But think about these things when you get ladders. Think about making sure it's nice and firm against a tree before you climb up it. While Jane was struggling in the water, John reached out his hand and caught her. Little fishies. I wonder if they're nibbling on her toes while she's in the water. What do you think? Think they'd nibble on her toes? Some fish do. They like toes. Now Jane was wet with dripping hair. But still they had to have that pair. Ha ha ha. We need the pair. How will they ever reach up there? How will they ever get that pair? You said it first, didn't you? Pair. Boing. The bird dropped from the sky and landed on a branch up high. There they are, looking at the pair so high up there. Then that bird that they were displaced out of the pond landed on there. Boy, I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder if the bird will help them. And the bird might eat the pair. What do you think? She landed plonk in quite a state and bent the branch with her great weight. There she is. Look at them. I'd be grabbing that pair really fast if I was them. Although she landed heavily and bounced and rocked unsteadily. And you'll see how the artist has drawn more than one branch to show that the branch is going up and down. Of course, it's not a moving book, it's just a still book. It's pretty clever of the artist. John was able to reach the pair now that she was sitting there. I'm sure Jane could have reached it too if she'd wanted to. Girls don't have to wait for boys to do things for them. Girls are very capable of doing things for themselves. The pair was fastened very tight. Together, they pulled and pulled with all their might. How cool is that? They look like brother and sister actually, don't they? Same coloured hair. Twang! The precious pair came free, and then the bird, as you can see, was catapulted from the tree. See, that's showing the bird what happened as it went. The tree flew it away, like when you put a stone in an elastic band, you with two twigs, you know that thing? She landed slop back in the pond, safe and sound where she belonged. John and Jane now ate the pair. One bite each. That was fair. They ate it up down to the core. That's all, said Jane. There is no more. What an adventure they had, and what a beautiful pear they got to eat at the end. A nice, healthy, juicy, sweet pear. Much better than lollies or cookies. I love pears. Do you love pears? Let me see. A delightful and original Pamela Allen book to share. I don't know if they say who did the pictures. Maybe she did. I don't like that. I like to know who did the pictures. Let me have a look in here. Just wait a moment. No, can't find it. Oh well. So that was the pear in the pear tree, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've cleaned your teeth. I hope you've been helping your mum and your dad or your caretakers today to do all the things that they have to do. Maybe you did some gardening. Why don't you write and tell me? Maybe you brushed the cat or the dog. Or maybe you took your cat or your dog for a walk. Does your cat go in a lead like your dog? Some people's do. Anyway, it's nice to dream about beautiful cats and dogs and birds that fly in the sky and flowers and night skies filled with stars and moons as you drift off to sleep. Snuggling down now, getting ready for bed now, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Oh, my love, press like share with your friends. Love, Mama Zara.